We're starting now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Pre-Pets Part 2. It's good to see you all. You're looking wonderful this bright, shiny morning. Let us begin with just a few grounding principles about working on Zoom. How many years have we been using Zoom now? And thank God for Zoom, or we'd all be driving somewhere. I just mentioned to those of you who arrived late, if you haven't done so already, please put your name, club, and 2425 Rotary position in the box that has your picture so that we know where you are from. You'll notice that we have more than one screen of people today. This is great. So to see everyone, you have to click on the arrow to the right of your screen, and that'll take you over to the rest of the people. So be sure to do that and see who your partners are. Because there's more than one screen, it'll be difficult to see you raise a hand like this. So if you have a question, please put it in the chat, or down at the bottom under reactions, there's a place to raise hand. And if you raise hand, then you'll automatically move to the top left of the first screen, and the moderator, whoever it is at that time, will see you and call on you. And Laura and I will be monitoring the chat. So if you have a question, you can put it there and we'll call it to the attention of whoever's speaking. I'm going to ask that you stay muted except when you're speaking, because we have a lot of people and a lot going on, and we want to make sure everyone can hear everything. So mute, but then remember to unmute when it's time to speak. We are recording the meeting, as you noticed, and we will be we'll send a link of the recording to everyone who is registered for this right after, or as soon as it's available. What we're covering today, I believe you know, is our own Executive Secretary, Donette, is going to take us through technological resources, particularly Club Runner and My Rotary on the Rotary.org website. And Eric Collins will show us our website and the Zone website. And then we'll be looking at the job of a president, with a few comments from incoming District Foundation Chair Dick Jones in between. So are you ready?
No.
We will end promptly by noon. That's our promise. I'm a former teacher, so I know how to watch a clock. Let me at this point turn the meeting over briefly to Yasser Merga, our district governor-elect, for a few welcoming comments.
All right, thank you, Sunny. Welcome everyone, and thanks for giving up your Saturday morning. Last time we met for Pre-Pets, we discussed ideas for Vibrant Club. I was very excited about all the collaboration and exchange of ideas, and just to give you some of the outcome from that first meeting, a lot of people started thinking outside the box, started receiving quite a bit of emails on, hey, I want to start a new club. I want to do a new focus club. I want to try something different. So really want to keep encouraging that. I think outside the box, this is an opportunity as president-elects to give things a fresh look and create a meaningful club experience. So just because we've done things the same for the past 50 years doesn't mean we could do Rotary a little bit different way. And on the process, somebody might not be okay with proposing something different. And I hear it all the time myself, but that's the only way to grow and keep growing Rotary. So I want to keep encouraging that as you go through this training today. But welcome everyone. And I want to acknowledge everyone that's here. We've got the president-elects, we got the assistant governors, we have the lieutenant governors, we got district leadership team. We got Tom Simon, who is governor-elect nominee. And a big congratulations to Jeff Weinreich, who's here online as well, who has officially been nominated as district governor-elect designee. Is that the correct term?
Nominee designate, yes.
Thank you, Sunny. Nominee designee. So big congratulations to Jeff. Really excited about this team we have here in the president-elect. So it's going to be a great great training session. Really look forward to seeing you March 8th and 9th in person in Las Cruces. I got a secret gift for each president-elect that you will only get if you're there in person. Really, I had to go very, very far to get this gift for you, but it's going to come in handy for your president year. So great program today. And I'm going to hand it over to our incoming district foundation chair, Dick Jones. And by the way, the foundation is the bloodline of our organization. So really looking forward to how the foundation is going to grow and the direction that Dick Jones is going to take us. So Dick Jones, take it away.
Thanks, Yasser.
Thank you, Governor. It's a pleasure to be here today and to have an opportunity to speak to the presidents-elect. And thank you, District Learning Facilitator Sonny, for accommodating my schedule. I'm on travel this week, and I'm headed back to Santa Fe in a little bit, so I wanted to have a few minutes to speak to you, and before I have to get back on the road, where I know I won't have the ability to participate in the meeting, but I will look at the recording. It was an honor to be nominated for this position, and I look forward to the opportunity to bring some unique and different perspective to District 5520's participation in the foundation. Governor Yasser and Governor-elect Tom have discussed with me over the past few months things that they would like to see happen with our foundation. They want the clubs to know more about the foundation and what we can do, and the fact that it is through the foundation that we accomplish what we do, doing good in the world. When we had our AGLG training earlier this month, we did some breakout groups, and the assistant governors and assistant governor and lieutenant governor gave us some of their feedback, and I would like to share some of that with you, because those are going to be a lot of the guiding principles that I rely on this year, and we'll be sharing with you in more detail as we go forward. We want to make sure that our bi-district conference is more vibrant. We want to return it to the days of old, when we would have 80 clubs participating and people would have to stand in line to broker their project with other clubs so that they could get the money to do that work. We want to make sure that all the clubs have the opportunity to learn about the foundation. And the foundation is a very broad and powerful organization, and there's a lot that encompasses the foundation. So we're going to break it up into smaller segments so that it'll hopefully be easier to retain. And I intend to work with Eric Collins and the PR committee to put together some slides that we will provide to you that you can use in your meetings, that are little snippets of how the foundation works, both on the giving side, but more importantly to me, on the using side. I think it is incredibly important that we realize what good we can do with our foundation dollars. And people in that meeting said that they don't realize the value of the foundation, that we're not getting our return. Well, yes, we are. And I want to make sure that everyone understands that and realizes how it comes back to us. So those are just some of the points that I want to cover. You're going to have plenty of opportunity through the next 3 years to hear from me. So I don't want to cover it all today, but I do want to make 2 announcements. And the first one is that on March the 5th, we are going to have a unique opportunity to spend a couple of hours with Eric Thompson, who is a member of the Rotary International staff. He will be attending High Country Pets in Denver the 2nd and 3rd of March, but then we'll be traveling to our pets the following weekend in Las Cruces. And during that time in between, he will be visiting some of the clubs. And on Tuesday afternoon, he will be in Santa Fe. So anyone that is in the area and can get to Santa Fe, you're more than welcome to join us from 4 to 6 at Hotel Santa Fe for an afternoon of question and answers on the Rotary Foundation. So that's Hotel Santa Fe, 4 to 6 on Tuesday the 5th. And then Eric will be our keynote speaker during Pets in Las Cruces. As many of you know, I've been wearing multiple hats in the district, and I'm going to be shedding some of those hats in the next few months. But one of the tasks that I do have and have been working on with past District Governor Kellerman for some time is our policy and procedures manual. We've been putting that together, and we have a policy and procedure on crisis management. On the 23rd of March, and confirm that date for me, Sonny, please, we are going to have an exercise. It's a Saturday morning, and we are going to do a tabletop exercise on handling a crisis within the district. It is something that we need to be prepared for, and we need to be familiar with it prior to an actual event. We have had to use it a few times over the past 4 or 5 years, and the clubs that have been involved have been very appreciative that that's in place. And we just want to make sure that everyone is aware of that. So we'll talk about more in Las Cruces at Pets. We'll send out announcements, and I thank you for the opportunity to visit with you today to share a little bit about what's going to be happening with the foundation as we get ramped up to start our chairmanship on July 1. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you all in Las Cruces. And if you have any questions, my information is on the district website, and you can get my email from there or my phone number and give me a call. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor Dick. Would you just again say the date and time of the crisis management drill?
March 23rd. It's a Saturday morning. It will run no more than 2 hours. And I do want to give a shout out to Laura Gonzalez, who is going to create the exercise for us. We're going to review the plan just briefly, and then we're going to have a couple of tabletop exercises in which all the participants will be given a job, and as the disaster or crisis dictates, they will be participating and demonstrating their skills in that area.
Thank you very much.
And we will have a sign up for it on the district website. I'm going to work with Danette on that.
All right, thank you.
Super. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Dick. Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right. Donette, District Executive Secretary. I believe it's you who are up next.
Good morning. Thank you
Good
for
morning.
joining us. I am going to,
While she's getting
Start.
herself together.
okay,
This is a virtual tour of our
yes.
partner in Rotary.org.
So we're going to start with me sharing my screen and talking to you a little bit about signing on to the district website and the Rotary International website. So I'm going to tell you when to take notes. If you would like to take notes, I'm going to tell you what to write down so that you can watch me, because I'm going to cover the high points pretty quickly. So first of all, let's talk about logging into any website in the world. When you go to log in any website, there's usually a I forgot my user ID, I forgot my password link on those. Both of these websites have those kind of links. So if you do not know your user ID or password, it's going to ask you for your email address and it will send it to you. On Rotary International's website, it is going to be your email address. On the district website, it is going to be it can be your email address if you changed it to that, but it's probably going to be something more like your name with some numbers behind it. So those are good clues as to what user ID and password you're looking at. When you get in, I do need to say one thing. When you change your email address for your life, it does not change in Rotary International. So you will need to go in there and change it yourself. And the problem is, if you've already changed it and lost access to that last one, you're too late. So you're going to have to call Rotary and get help on how to send in your new email address. So I just want to warn you of that so that you keep it current. And I highly recommend people to not use their business address, because that changes all the time, and use a personal address for Rotary. So let's get started with Rotary International. This is the Rotary International website. Let me click on it right here. So this is what your Rotary.org is going to bring up. There's many ways to do a lot of this stuff, but this is just go to Rotary.org. My Rotary is right here, and that will take you into more information about what you can see, but you will need to sign on in My Rotary to be able to access things. So that's good to know. Most of what you want to see, this is about Rotary, get involved. All of it's really great, but probably you're going to be most interested in the for members section. My Rotary is first, same link here and here. This is the club and district administration. We changed where we're meeting, those kind of things. You'll be going to that. So that's how you get there. Rotary Club Central is right here. You're going to need to go there so that you can put in your goals and see things that pertain to your club. That's a really important site right there. So probably here's a good place to write a note. Under Rotary.org for members, go into My Rotary or go into Rotary Club Central. That'll be the most frequent places you go. So I'm going to jump into Rotary Club Central first. This website is usually fairly slow. And so you'll just have to be patient with it. However, both websites today are extremely slow because they had notices out that they are working on the websites through today. So see how it pops me into my Club Central. And here it is in my goals, my club goals. So this is the really important thing. When you get into Rotary Club Central, you'll find my goals. That's pretty easy to find. Here's the clue. Put down on your notes, change the year. You're not dealing with this year, you're dealing with next year. And by the way, I need to tell you right now that you probably have access to your goals right now. If you don't, you will in a month or so, but you definitely will not have access to Club Runner until you become the president. So some of this stuff I'm showing you, you won't be able to do right away. Okay, so all the goals, the types of goals are right here. You can go down and go into any kind of goal. I need to remove some things. So you can scroll down and see your goals, and you can add goals and subtract goals. And here's how to do that. You edit to add and remove and subtract goals. So when you are in a goal, let's say you have a service, social activities goal, it will bring up the previous year of goals. We didn't have one, so I want to go to a different one. Let's see if I can find I don't know which one she did. Here we go. Here's a good one. So district conference attendees. So you will put in a goal of how many people are going to attend district conference from your club. The really neat thing is this history. If they've done it before, there's a history of how many they anticipated would go and how many actually went. So their achievement. So here, this year was a 10 goal with a 15 achieved. So you will fill out your goals. This will be very helpful in planning your year. Don't get bogged down in, well, I haven't met with my club, I don't know my goals, etc. Don't worry about it. You can always come in here and change your goals. But if you just start somewhere, you could print them out and take them to your board retreat or your board and talk about all of your different goals. In order to get a Rotary citation, you need to complete or achieve 50% of the goals. So that's just a note, and a Rotary citation is given by the president and sent to your club. So service projects is right here on the left. This is how to individually put in your service projects, and then later you can track how many hours you have for it. This is a very important tab right here, reports. So you can pop open and see your membership reports right through here. And then below that is the district reports and then regional reports. So that's good to know. Then, but here's the one you're probably looking for, the Rotary Foundation Giving Report. So this is where you're going to see your club recognition summary. And when you pop into that, and like I said, you don't have access to it probably yet, but you will have access to it. And you'll be able to see who has points to give Paul Harris's and that kind of thing. So that's important to know. She wanted me to show you that. So there they
Just
are.
how to get there, but keep in mind it's confidential.
Okay,
Oh, and Donette, Veronica put a note in the chat, which is helpful, that the presidents-elect can talk to their presidents about the goals at this point and get a sense of where you're going and what's next.
correct. So that's mainly what I wanted to cover, is just how to get there. We're gonna do, I believe, breakout sessions. That was the recommendation from the AGLG. We'll be doing regional breakout sessions and spending a lot of time helping you with your goals. And I will be there to help facilitate that. So if you're having a hard time with your computer or whatever, be sure you bring it so we can look at it and get you set up so that you can get started on this.
And I just wanted to add a real quick note that Eric has been putting in links to all of the sites that we're running through with Danette. So they're in the chat if you want to look at them.
Okay. Now, we'll go back into here.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna do the Learning Center, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're going to go back. Let me just start another one. It's probably easier. So we'll go to 4 members and we will go to My Rotary. Whoops. Thought I clicked on something because I passed it. See what it brings up. Yeah, My Rotary. So right here, my account is got information on how to change your account, but knowledge and resources is here. And it has a resource and reference area. There is information on anything in the world you could want to know about Rotary and how to do it. And some of it's in printed materials and some of it's on video, but you can look for things, you can do all kinds of things. So you can go into view all. And see lots and lots of resources. So this kind of has some areas, and you go into each area and see information on how to do anything. I think the most beneficial stuff that's here that you will want to see is membership materials. So if you're having trouble with membership, there's a wealth of information about things to try and all that good stuff here. Then there's a lot of stuff about fundraising, how people have started a fundraiser or done a fundraiser, some examples of great ones. And I think that's probably your main things you will want to come to, but all of them are good. And here's the one on district grants. I will show you more on district grants when we are in the actual website for our district. So that's mainly what I wanted to show you. Does that cover enough about knowledge and resources? Sunny?
Just point out the Learning Center if you would, please. I think you might have to
You have to go back.
go back to knowledge and resources, or so everyone in Rotary.org, there you are at the bottom of Rotary Tools, is something
Learning
called
Center.
the Learning Center, which has a wealth of information and courses for you. 3 of them are about being a club president. Can you open that one, or is a lot of how-to, a lot of practices, a lot of information and exercises, and you can complete a course and get a star.
The Learning Center also keeps track of your learning, and you can show off to your club members and your fellow PEs and see who's the brainier of the show off your Rotary brain.
Exactly.
So there they are, all the different areas to.
Yes. And
Is
if you
that where-
click on club leadership just for a moment, and you'll see it brings up a number of courses in that area. A lot of
Club-
them,
Club
many for your
President
gold.
Basics.
Yes,
So,
and then Club President Intermediate,
yes, however, these
however.
are 4 hours and 15 minutes.
That's why we're not doing them today.
That's right.
They will
So-
augment your wisdom from today.
You can
Sunny-
also do them piecemeal. You
That's
can
true.
do a chunk of that 4 hour, maybe you take a week and you do 15, 20 minutes at a time. It's very easy to break it up.
Thank you, Eric. That's completely true. Yes, Donette, that covers it for me.
Okay, now I want to jump into Club Runner because that's where I need you most. So I'm going to log out though, and I should have done this first. And I'm going to do a member login, and I'm going to change to someone else's login because I can see everything. And so I'm giving you an example of what you can see when you are president. So these are the different areas that we have links in them. One of them we wanted to point out to you was this district master calendar. It will have the dates that things are to be completed. It also has the different themes, Rotary themes for the months. So that's a great place to go. Club administration has some things. District administration, as you can see, has things that you could use. I think Eric is going to go over more of this. And there are some membership tools. I look for us to really make this robust next year. There's very little in there right now. Public image, Eric has put some stuff in here on public image and what you can do. Here's the youth programs tab. I wanted to go into RILA just a little bit so you can see what this looks like. So if you have a club that is going to RILA, this is where they will go to find information about RILA. And they also send their campers and their parents to this website. And here is camp forms. And under camp forms, you will see that there are all kinds of things, but forms for the Rotary clubs, there's the forms, and these are the forms for the actual campers and parents. So there's a trifold, there's an application, things to bring to camp and directions to camp. So lots and lots of information in this website for RILA. Youth Exchange also has their own website. So this has taken us out of Club Runner and into a different product, and they have all their information over here. So if you're working with clubs on Youth Exchange, it's here. So also there is a little bit of information on Interact and Rotaract under these. Here is the 4-way essay test contest. That is coming up very soon. We are in the middle of collecting essays right now in most of our clubs. So if you go to this document, it will show you the due dates and how the kids are supposed to write their 4-way essay contest. So next year, for your year, Sandy Roush will be in charge of this, and you will be able to get with her on information. If you're working with it this year, it's Sarah Jones. Last name familiar, Dick Jones's daughter. So I just wanted to show you that information so that you can see all the things you can find. But
May I
I-
make a quick note, Donette?
Mhm.
We will want to change this on our website. Rotaract is actually no longer a youth program. It is now a membership program. Rotaractors are Rotary members. So everyone make a note of that.
So also want to point out that when we talk about Club Runner is the name of the product that we use at the district level for our website and tracking all of our databases and our events, etc. So Club Runner and Rotary5520.org are synonymous. When you have a club, you can talk to them about using Club Runner for their clubs. Most of our big clubs, actually most of our clubs, use Club Runner for their clubs. If you use Club Runner for your club and you have a club website, let me see, I'll just go into ours. You can design your website and you can have your events over here and a calendar and all of that good stuff. When you maintain your membership and your officers in your club website, it feeds directly to the district website, which then in turn feeds directly into Rotary International. That's why we highly recommend all of your changes be done at your lowest level of Club Runner use. So for most people, most clubs are going to be coming in here and go into their member area to get into membership and stuff like that. So I just want to show you a big difference here. So if I go in here and I go into membership, it goes to member list. And so that's how those clubs know how to get in and edit and change status, resign, and add new members, etc. So that's what it looks like at the club level. And you can always know whether you're at the club level. Sometimes I will finally just say to people, can you just shoot me a screenshot of your screen? Because I don't know whether they're talking about the district website, their club website, Rotary International website. So, and when you want to send me something, if you can shoot me a screen, it sure helps me to know where you are. So I'm going to go back over here into, let's see, the district homepage. And I'm going to talk about the member area. So once you're in the member area, some of the things that you can do is for members, you can edit your own profile. And we ask that you do this. We really need your contact information. For example, if Yasser's going to make a visit to your club and he needs to find you, if you don't have a phone number in here, we're going to have a real hard time getting a hold of you. We need your email address, your phone number. It's nice to have your address so that your members can find that. These are all really handy things to have. So, and you can change your own password. And there's a wealth of,
I can't help you with that.
my watch is responding to me. There's a wealth of information that you can find using this. There's also a wealth of information you can use if your clubs use Club Runner. For example, events. All of those kind of things are unique to your club. You can send out your bulletin using Club Runner, which is so nice because your database is maintained in Club Runner. It has to be. So if you use your bulletin, you don't have to worry about people changing their address or your secretary changing their email address. It will just go to everybody. I want to talk for a minute here about grants. This is the grants module of District 5520. So this is Rotary5520.org. This is where they come to put in their grants, and they need to submit a grant. This is really important for you PEs. It seems like that right now you don't need to worry about that. But however, you do, because grants are due at the end of June. And these are the grants for next year. So you need to be involved with your club for selecting and submitting a grant request. Because if it's not in by June, there is no exceptions. You will not be considered for a grant.
Janet, I believe the deadline for submitting the first request is June 15th.
Yes. So these have to be in. There are events, and we will talk about that. There are grant trainings. 2 of your members must go to grant training for you to qualify to submit a grant also. And I will show you where they go to sign up for that. So I just want to show you that it's really simple. You do not need a grant writer. It's just a paragraph saying we're going to do backpacks, or we're going to do a scholarship, or we're going to do whatever you all do. And it's a great way to get help financially. And Dick will be helping you with that throughout the year. Contacts, organization. I'm going to talk about that on the front screen more than here. But I do want to go into membership and show you one thing. From membership, you can do a member search. And I told you it'd be slow. Okay, so I can say Jones. Click out of that box and then click search. And it will show you all the Joneses in our district. And here is Mr. Dick Jones. And here, this plus beside him gives you his contact information. Looky there, there's his cell phone number, and you can call him up and find out whatever you need to find out about foundation. So you can use any of these things to search for somebody. So you may have gotten an email from Kathy Williams about membership, and you need to find out something from Kathy and you don't know her name. You could put her email address in there, but otherwise you just put Williams, do a search, click on the plus, and you will be able to find anybody in our district. Reports are, I love the dashboard. I think everybody should look at this once in a while. Look how handy this is to look at our district membership. Look how our district membership is dropping over the years, and all of that information is there. So you see the drop, but the neat thing is then if you start drilling down, you can go into Rotary International and see, gosh, we don't have near as many women as we have men. Maybe these clubs could think about bringing their wives in, or think about women in their club who are maybe potential members. Anyway, all of these reports will give you a very good information about all that. And I must be in myself. No, I'm in Kathy. Okay. So you can see all the different clubs, and you can drop down and change clubs. So if we want to, I can always use my club because we don't care. So there's our membership. And so we can see different things about our membership. Okay, so attendance. Some clubs still take attendance, some don't. If you do, this is the monthly club attendance, and you put it in by member. Reports, also a good place to find years of service, age distribution, gender distribution. I love the gender distribution one because it just shows, whoop, she doesn't have access to that. I guess you won't be looking at that. So anyway, all of that is there. It's really handy. I'm going to go back to the home page because one of the things that I missed on this home page, and I don't know what all Eric's going to, I didn't know Eric was going to do part of this, but in here is our org chart. So here's the org chart. And if you do explore under the org chart, you would find the district governor. Now, always remember, if you're looking at it now and you're thinking about your year, you can pop to next year and there's Yasser. So that's how you move around in this. Another neat thing is, you know, maybe I want to ask the bookkeeper a question. Maybe I need to ask her something about finances. There's a little icon right here, and you can email any of the people in the entire org chart. As I go down, you're seeing district leadership here. And then and this is Alice Melberg. She's the RILA chair. Then you'll get down into your assistant area governors and their lieutenant governors. So you'll see that Sandy Roush is in the central area and she's a lieutenant governor there. And under her are her assistant governors. And those are the people who are assigned clubs individually. And then you jump into the next group, which is Noelle. She's in the East, and that would be how to email her. So all of those people are listed and you can contact, there's a lot of them. You could contact any of them and ask them any question. As PE, we ask that you go to your area. Let me get back to, here we go.
Hey, Donette,
Yep.
why do I have a padlock on on George Greenlee? Am I under arrest?
Yes, you especially are, George. Because I rode with you to Grants, remember? No, I am not sure. I noticed that earlier, and the padlock I think has to do with your picture. And
Ah.
it could be that some pictures are locked. I was going to look into that and I haven't yet. Fred Bryant too. So you're in the same category with Fred. What does that tell you?
Done it under our About Us. Do we have the roster also of the assistant governors? I think we do, but yeah, the AGLG roster. Another way to find people and find out
Yes.
which AG.
Yes, it downloads. Do you see how when I popped it, it downloaded over here and the AG roster is
Oh,
right
yeah.
there and you'll have to open it. So then you see everybody and it's got their contact information. It's a little, I mean, you have to
Yeah.
copy and paste maybe to get, and I don't even know if you can, yeah, you can copy and paste out of here. But it does show you the clubs that are assigned. You
Yeah.
should know your assistant governor though. They should contact you and
Yes.
be in direct contact with you. So,
You've got about 3 minutes.
okay. The only other thing that I thought was real important is, well, I'm not seeing it here. Let me go back to home.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, and it doesn't give me a backwards. I'm looking for the area presidents meetings.
Oh, that should be right on the homepage.
Yeah, it's on the
Yeah,
homepage
there
in
we
the
go.
middle.
There we go. So, Council of Presidents. Each area, we consider you a council of presidents, and you will be asked to go to these meetings. So if you are in the southern area, you're El Paso and Texas area and Las Cruces, contact Leah to find out, to get the link. And all of these, I believe, are done in Zoom. So you can find the link and you can attend these meetings. They're a great resource to know what's going on in your area and to find people to partner with. I think we're going to do a big push in our area next year to try to get people to do a polio project together. So that would be the place to go for something like that. And you would start there. You also every month in these meetings will be abreast of what's going on in the district that is coming up as far as training and that kind of thing. I'm going to go back to the home page and show you that the events fall under the picture of the governor, and that's where you signed up for these. But here's our grant training. Here's the first one, March 20th. There are 3 of them here. So this is where some of your people will need to sign up for that. Your this year's what am I trying to say? This year's district conference is in Las Cruces, and I don't have it up yet because they're not quite through, but we're going to have a meeting on Monday, and hopefully by the end of next week, we will have up the sign up for district conference. Okay, that's it. Did I
Thank
get
you,
it all?
Jeanette.
You know
If
what?
you
I
have-
didn't have time for a Club Runner app. I could do that at the other session, or I could do it real quick.
Eric, does she have a minute to talk about downloading the Club Runner app?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have screens to show you on this, so I will go back to stop share and tell you that on your phone, whether you use Apple or Android, you can go to your store and type in Club Runner. And there is an app, it's a blue box, and it will pop up and you can download it. So the same way you sign on to the district website, you can sign on to that. And it is the handiest tool. I hope we can show it more maybe in the regional areas of all the opportunities that it gives you, because you can bring up your members and click on a link to jump into a directions to get to their house. You can call them from there. You can message them from there. It's a great, great tool. You can see the organization list of our district and contact people through that. So it's a great opportunity to get a hold of people really fast and easy. And it's much easier than having to get on your computer and go to the website. I think that's it.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
If you have burning questions for Donette, put them in the chat or bring them with you to Las Cruces. Eric, may we now turn to you for just a little bit more about the website and about the zone website.
Yes, ma'am. So for any of you who don't know, I'm Eric Collings. I'm your public image coordinator, and I'm also the incoming assistant regional public image coordinator for Zone 26. So again, this is our district website.
Eric, I'm sorry, they don't know what Zone 26 is yet.
Sorry. Zone, so Rotary is broken up at the club level, and then the district level, and then the zone level. And our zone is the lower half of the United States from Lubbock, Texas, all the way to Hawaii is Zone 26. Zone 27 is the upper half of that section. Together, we're called the Big West. Rotary zones 26 and 27 work together. So yeah, sorry, that's more acronyms that I forget about.
Thank you.
All right, so the website should have just about everything that you need to find to answer a burning Rotary question. If not, please let me know and we can get it added. Everything that's on this page is also up here on the menu. You've got policies and procedures, our bylaws, the district financial review, our strategic plan, our ambassadors, the master calendar, AGLG roster, links to the zone website. All of that information that you could possibly need should be here. We are working on making everything more robust. I did add Rotaract to the membership section instead of youth programs. So you can erase that note from Sunny earlier.
Thank you.
Public image, youth programs, and everything else. We also have the district Facebook pages here. So if you want to check out what pages other clubs in the district are doing, I try to catch as much as I can, but the Facebook algorithm is constantly changing. So I may be missing things. I try to go back and catch it as I can. There is a link down here at the bottom of the page that if you have problems logging into the website, you can click on that and it has instructions for resetting your password and all of that good stuff. A link to our YouTube page where all our trainings are posted, and a link to my Rotary as well, just in case you're missing anything. You can also come to training, and we have training links to RLI, club assemblies we've done in the past, district assemblies. All of that information is there in case you have a question. Should be pretty straightforward. Hopefully it's easy for you to navigate. I said, if you have questions or you feel like something should be added, please let me know and we will get it up there. And then I just wanted to very briefly talk about the Zone website, which is linked on our homepage. And there's a lot of really great information about our zone, but what I wanted to point you to is first, the Expert Hub. This is a project from our zone where they're trying to put together experts in every Rotary field so that you can get your questions answered and get help. So let's just say for public image, you can go to general public image, and all of us are here on the Expert Hub. So Amy, who is the other assistant regional public image coordinator for Zone 26, she's a specialist in media relations and social media. She's a podcaster, a TV host, all of that. So if you needed help, if you wanted to start a podcast, if you wanted to do anything like that, Amy would be a great help. You can also look for people in the foundation and you say, hey, I have questions about global grants. And these are specialists that the zone has identified. Arturo Barrio, who is from our district, is one of those experts who can help you coordinate a global grant. The other thing I wanted to show you is under public image, because that's what I'm working with. We are really pushing out a lot of new ideas and new materials. One of the most important things is this public image resource guide. And it is also linked on our district website. But it is a page of hot links to everything that you might have a question about regarding public image. This is a fantastic guide that'll help you find any public image question you have. And it's there, like I said, linked on our district website. And the other thing that's going to be pushed out in late March, but you're going to get an early preview of it at PETS next weekend, is a marketing guide with a lot of pre-made materials ready for your club to help push out printed materials, Facebook materials, anything like that. And this website is here. It has Canva links that you can edit and print brand compliant materials that are already set up for you. You just have to change your information. So that's coming out very soon. But like I said, you're going to get an early introduction to it at PETS next weekend. So that's really all I had, was a quick and dirty. I will be happy to answer questions, and I'll be happy to spend time with you at PETS going through specific areas that you might need me to. Did I miss any questions on the...
Eric, no questions in the chat yet. Everyone, we have a few minutes for questions. If you have any for Donette or Eric, I have one, Eric, on the zone website. Is there not a link as well to a set of resources about the foundation?
I believe so. So let me go back there. Resources.
It was in the lower right-hand corner before.
On the zone website?
Yeah.
There it is.
They've changed.
Yes. Yeah. So this has got your reference guide and foundation reports. You can see the foundation giving team. And again, if you have questions, I would encourage you to go to the Expert Hub, click on the foundation, and all of these people here can help you answer questions about the foundation.
Everyone, I would encourage you to just browse around the zone website as well as our own. There's a lot of great stuff to discover. Questions for Donette or Eric?
Here's a picture of the zone, just so you can see 26 is down here, 27 is up here. We are one of the largest zones in all of Rotary. We make up a lot of geographical area.
And some of you already know that our district is the largest in the lower 48.
Do we know where the zone conference is this year?
Spokane.
That would be pretty cool, guys, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my camera.
No, thank you. That's cool. Any questions?
I do have a question on the goal entry. When do those get locked down? Do we have until June 30th, or what's the deadline?
You
for
can
entering
change
goals?
your goals at any time.
So
You-
just keep
you-
moving the goalposts, huh?
If you find that you set a goal that no longer empowers you, by all means, change it. This is not about suffering. This is about accomplishment.
And
So
a
you
really,
can, go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say, a really cool way to set your goals is to look at the goals for the past few years and see what you actually achieved, because that
Yeah.
may help you have a good idea what you're gonna do this year.
Well, why not?
Why
Yeah.
not? And it's
Mhm.
fine to exceed your goals, you know, it's about having a place to focus and a game to play. So, we encourage all clubs to have goals in before the end of June, because that gets you a running start on your term. But it's not a deadline. You can add them at any time.